It's time for Around the Ozarks News, brought to you by the Springfield-Greene County Park Board, Blue Current, and Thompson Sales. Here are your hosts, Ethan and Sarah Foreheads.
Howdy, howdy. Good morning to you on Wednesday as we move through the week. Hope you're having a good week. Thank you for being with us. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And we'll tell you about the news.
All right. Investigators now say the man who hit and killed a St. Louis police officer on Sunday morning was intoxicated. The 24-year-old man ran into Officer David Lee as Officer Lee was actually there working a different crash, setting up some cones, trying to help drivers avoid hitting that scene. He himself was hit. Charges have now been filed. Despite a last-minute appeal, a Missouri man was indeed executed last night by lethal injection. A man who has maintained his innocence, actually, since 1998, is now dead. A jury convicted that now 55-year-old Marcellus Williams and the killing of 42-year-old newspaper reporter Felicia Gale. It was a vicious death. Hundreds of demonstrators marched last night from the Capitol in Jeff City to the governor's mansion, chanting for Williams to be spared. Governor Parson said he had no reason to reverse the jury's conviction. Big crowd last night.
Yeah, I know there's a lot that goes into that, but...
Yeah, there's a lot that goes into it because I know I have been in an execution before, witnessed an execution, and like a media witness. And a lot of the people who are demonstrating are just as a rule opposed to the death penalty, as was the case last night. A lot of them just opposed to it in general. I think it's interesting that this man still maintains his innocence. But it was a jury that convicted him.
Yeah. So
that is also interesting because having covered crime in courts for 20 years, I put a lot of stock, honestly, in juries. They know way more than you could even imagine. So,
well, yeah, we've also seen things go
juries
wrong.
Get it wrong, right?
It's not impossible. And I know there were some people who felt this particular case was a problem, but Supreme Court was unanimous, and the governor agreed. So. Sad deal. And let's not forget the victim of this was brutally stabbed to death by someone.
Yeah. I mean,
it was horrific.
Yeah, I didn't even go into all the detail because it was horrific.
Too much. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hurricane Helene is expected to hit the panhandle of Florida tomorrow. Springfield-based Convoy of Hope is preparing its disaster response team, has been for the last several days, in fact, to travel to the disaster zone to offer relief. Last night, it was cool. I was there. Dozens of volunteers gathered at Convoy headquarters to pack up bags of groceries that the team will deliver to hurricane survivors in Florida. Always neat to see that. Convoy's team will likely leave Springfield tomorrow morning, the big literal Convoy of Hope, to arrive down in Florida. I will be leaving later this morning, and I'm heading down in advance to get there, to get situated, actually ride out the hurricane like the old days when I lived in Tallahassee. So I'll be back in the Tallahassee area and looking forward to being there, being part of that, and most importantly, the response, helping people get the relief supplies that they need, because power likely will be off for several days down there.
Hopefully your old TV station will be okay and you can send back some reports.
Oh, that'd be cool. That'd be cool. Nixa police are getting some new digs. They'll be moving into some land on off of Highway 14 and Leanne Drive in Nixa. New headquarters will be about 22,000 square feet and have room to expand if needed. It should be completed by mid 2026, which is weird to think about, but that's only a year from now, basically, a year and a half.
Not that far away.
3/4 cent sales tax increase passed by Nixa voters is helping to fund the new police department. And another new addition, a 500-seat auditorium at the Library Center in South Springfield is on the way. It's going to be called the Hatch Auditorium, paid for by the Hatch Foundation and federal COVID dollars, which are still being given out. The new space will be 4 times larger than their current meeting space, and people who work over at the library say that is badly needed. They could use more space, and this will give it to them. The new Hatch Auditorium on the way.
This is you.
No, this is you. The next one's you.
Ah, okay. If at first you don't succeed, try again. We have been talking about this for a little while now. The controversial piece of land at Sunshine and National, which is highly sought after. Developers now only trying to get 8 lots rezoned from residential to general retail, which is less intrusive than some of their prior plans. That prime real estate has been at the center of much controversy between the developers and many of the neighbors who live in that historic neighborhood and don't want such a development in their backyard. As for right now, the developers don't currently have a tenant secured for the property, and the exact use of the property, if it gets rezoned, is still unclear. Now, here's what's interesting. The fact that it hasn't been rezoned makes it hard to lure tenants to the area to get them secured. So it's kind of a catch-22 for the developers for that reason. Trader Joe's apparently.
I read about that. Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I mean, maybe
that's what the developers say. They say that Trader Joe's.
They said that they were in talks with Trader Joe's. They said at the city council meeting, which is public, that they went before them and they decided to come down and do a site visit, Trader Joe's. And when they saw the signs in the yard that said, protect our homes or save our neighborhood or whatever the sign said, that Trader Joe's was like, we're out. We don't want to mess with that.
Yeah, they probably saw the signs.
I don't know, but it is what the developers told city council. I have no reason to believe that it wouldn't be true. So it's just interesting because when the property has not yet been rezoned, it would in fact make it hard to secure any tenants.
Well, it's feasible that they saw the signs and then did a Google search or two and saw all of the stories about this and how many people inside University Heights are not fans of it, don't want it to happen at all, and said, maybe we'd probably be better off going somewhere else. So I don't know. But Trader Joe's is a big name that gets a lot of people's attention in Springfield.
For sure.
Yeah.
All right. Springfield residents, be advised the price for natural gas is going up in a series of increases. They have been approved. So we've got a little while before it takes effect. It'll be October of next year before we see the rates go up 2.5%. But after that first hike, then there will be a 3.9% increase in both 26 and 27. So it's pretty significant. After the 3 increases, City Utilities says we'll be paying about $7.50 more per month for gas. And they said it's needed. Cost of operations, I'm sure, is going up as it is, with everything else and for everyone else. So brace yourself for that. In other, similar news, still from City Utilities, the bus fares are actually going to be going down. So now it'll cost just $1 for an adult rider instead of $1.25. And then transfer rates, bus transfers, they are going to be going up by 15 cents starting next week. So. Okay.
It just feels like, man, everything is going up. The price of everything is going up.
That is the truth.
It's never ending.
Sure is. Yeah.
As the problem with Alzheimer's disease grows across the country, the local chapter of the Alzheimer's Association is hosting its big annual fundraiser this weekend, and we would love for you to be part of it. Coming up on Saturday, it's the Alzheimer's Association's Walk to End Alzheimer's. So get a team together, register on the Alzheimer's Association website to walk on the 28th at Jordan Valley Park. Starts at about 8:30 in the a.m. There's a ceremony that lasts about half an hour, and then the walk begins, and the money is really put to good use. The Alzheimer's Association puts it toward research and toward support for caregivers. So many more people are affected by Alzheimer's these days. If you don't know someone yet consider yourself blessed. But it's just a matter of time unless we figure this thing out. And I'm bummed because I will be down in Florida for the hurricane. Bad timing on the hurricane. I typically MC this walk. Have for, man, I don't know when I started, but it was pretty close to after I started in Springfield. So like since 2007 or something. It's been a long time, so I'll hate to miss it this weekend, but I always tell them whenever they ask and I say, yes, I'll be happy to MC. I always say, now keep in mind, it's hurricane season.
Right.
And
yes.
I could have to leave at the drop of a hat when a hurricane forms and is headed to the coast. And that's what's happening this time. So they kind of saw it coming, but I sent them an email yesterday saying, hey, I'm sorry, I'm going to have to not be there. So they've got a plan B in place, but it's going to be a great walk and it'd be great for you to be part of it.
All right. Also going on this weekend, not just the Alzheimer's walk, but it is Wilder Days in Mansfield. So that's fun. If you've never been to the Laura Ingalls Wilder home there, a little homestead area, I have been. It's really neat. And they are having their fall festival this weekend, Friday and Saturday. And it's kind of like a slice of history, you know, so go back and enjoy that. Also, the Black Walnut Festival is going on starting Thursday, actually tomorrow in the Stockton City Park. So does the annual Black Walnut Festival. They have craft vendors and food and music. Also, the Fairgrove Heritage Reunion is Saturday and Sunday in Fairgrove at the Womack Mill. So just lots of fun stuff going on. Tis the season, you know, it's fall and there's lots of fall festivals to be had.
No doubt. There's like a lots to choose from. You can always go to aroundtheozarks.com to see the full calendar.
Yes. And also at aroundtheozarks.com, you can take part in our current contest, which is called the Branson Bowl. And up next, we have tickets, free tickets to somebody for the Kansas City Chiefs football game at Arrowhead Stadium happening on October 7th against the Ravens. So let me see what day of the week that is.
The Saints.
The Saints. What did I say? The Ravens.
The Ravens. It's the Saints. Yeah.
October 7th. October 7th is the date. So that's a Monday night football happening at Arrowhead. We have
that's
tickets
fun
for you. And it's going to be a good time because anytime you can watch them play at Arrowhead, it's a treat. And if you don't have to pay for it, it's an even bigger treat.
And the keyword, we have to do the keyword.
Oh, yeah. The keyword. You need the keyword. The keyword is...
The keyword is adventure. Is that right?
No, it's not.
Did I get it wrong?
I think so.
Remind me of the keyword.
Now I have to look it up. It's outdoors.
Outdoors.
Okay. It was adventure last week.
It was okay. My weeks got mixed together. Okay, let me do it again. Let me do it again.
Okay.
Ask for the keyword.
Ask for the keyword, sir. Hit me.
Well, that wasn't very good. You just repeated what I said, but the keyword is outdoors.
The keyword is outdoors. That didn't. I would not hire you for a voiceover job based on that.
You threw me off with the toss.
I'm sorry. I didn't set you up well. You're right. Anyway, though, the tickets to the game, yes, October 7th versus the Saints. I don't know why I said the Ravens versus the Saints. And then also some Branson official vacation destination of the Kansas City Chiefs custom gear. Yeah. So make sure you go and take part in our game because we will draw the winner on Thursday afternoon and we will announce him or her Friday morning.
Yeah, we've already given away some great prizes, including tickets this year. So somebody's going to win.
Somebody's got to win.
Somebody's going to win.
Yeah. All right. Anything else, sir?
No, I may or may not be with you tomorrow because of the whole hurricane thing, but we'll see if we can work it out. I don't know. Okay. Technology.
We'll see you when
the power goes out, it's tough to get a signal.
Right. All right. Safe travels for you. And thanks everybody for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow.
Have a good day.
It's time for Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather, sponsored by Rescue Towing, Command Family Medicine, and John's Heating and Air. Here's your host, meteorologist Abby Dyer.
Good morning, everyone. We are waking up with nice, cool conditions this morning. We are in the low 50s across the Ozarks, and unlike yesterday, we've got the sunshine ahead for you today. We had cloud cover lingering most of the day yesterday, a few light rain chances showing up on the radar as well. Today, a different story, and we're in for a beautiful day. In fact, this is the pick day of the week, so enjoy it if you have an opportunity. Sunshine and temperatures in the mid 70s. We've also got a north breeze in the forecast today at about 5 to 10 miles an hour. It's the best day of the week, so take advantage of it. Enjoy the sunshine. It'll be a beautiful day temperature-wise. Not too hot, not too cool, but we do have some nice cool conditions out there this morning. And then I've got us heading right back to the low 50s as we head into the overnight hours tonight. The weather setup for us looks pretty tranquil. We've got high pressure in store for us, and then much of the East Coast is expecting rainfall across the region today. We could see maybe just a few little sprinkles today. I'm saying like 10% chance for some light rain showers. Much like yesterday, this activity on the radar will not be too impressive, but we do have a chance for rain in the forecast. Rain chances will then increase as we head into late this week, really Thursday night into Friday and Saturday. And I've been talking about this storm system for a couple of days now because it could interact with a tropical system, what is going to be likely later today, Hurricane Helene down in the Gulf. Well, all that moisture is heading into the Midwest late this week. That's what models are indicating. So those rain chances could mean really good rain chances, especially by the time we head into Friday and Saturday. Already, we're mentioning a slight risk of flooding in the forecast both Friday and Saturday. We had the rain chances, the thunderstorms that moved through over the weekend. Now, more potentially heavy and widespread rain could lead to some flooding problems, but it looks like a high chance for rain both Saturday and Sunday. Just keep that in mind if you're already thinking about the weekend and making your outdoor plans. Maybe move things indoors this weekend. There is a potential for widespread and prolonged rainfall. And not only am I talking rain, I think this is going to come with some wind too. This is going to be remnants of what will be Hurricane Helene. And with it comes some heavy rainfall and some gusty winds as that storm is likely going to track up through portions of the Panhandle into Georgia and then move through Tennessee, Kentucky, Indiana, and be close enough to the Ozarks that we could get some heavy rainfall from this system as well. There are still a couple of unknowns. Exact track still unknown. Again, this is set to make landfall somewhere along the Panhandle of Florida. But as that storm system turns, it'll become very important for the Ozarks and where exactly that happens, because it could mean heavy rainfall, likely east of Highway 63. Moisture from this system is going to shift into our area. Eastern counties, especially expecting some heavy rain and potential for flooding, and this could last all the way into the weekend. As I said, eastern counties have the best chance of seeing some of the higher rainfall totals with this, mainly because you're closer to the center of the storm. But we could be talking about amounts over 2 inches of water, which could cause some problems for us because we did have 3 to 5 inches reported in many places. Around the country, of course, Helene making headlines. That's set to become a hurricane later today. I think this is going to become a major hurricane, which is defined as Category 3 or stronger. That happens as early as tomorrow. It also makes landfall tomorrow somewhere along the Panhandle in Florida, likely in the Panhandle, but Tampa area is getting ready for this as well. Major flooding expected, along with all of the yuck that comes with severe weather and hurricanes. Not only do we talk flooding, we talk storm surge, high winds, severe weather, and just that torrential rain that moves up into the United States as well. Excessive rainfall for those in the path of Helene is going to become a headline in that forecast too, as we head into the rest of the weekend. All right, it's time for the Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather Brain Twister Trivia question for the day. This one, a definition. What does a turophile love? Do you think it is A, cars, B, turtles, C, cheese, or D, towers? Well, it doesn't seem like this should be right, but it is. It's C, cheese. So call me a turophile, I suppose. It's a person who is a connoisseur or just a lover of cheese. The word comes from the Greek words tyros, meaning cheese, and philos, meaning love of. So now we know if you love cheese, This is for you. Congrats if C was your guess. All right, here's your next question that I'll leave you with and have the answer for tomorrow morning. Which country has the most tornadoes by area? Do you think it is A, the USA, B, Australia, C, Canada, or D, the United Kingdom? I'll have that answer for you first thing tomorrow on Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather. I hope you have a fantastic Wednesday. It's a beautiful day in the Ozarks, 75 and sunshine. Soak it up. Thank you so much to our sponsors for Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather: Rescue Towing, Command Family Medicine, and John's Heating and Air.